Hey wild ones, I'm Lucy, and this is Pussy Powered. In today's video, I'm addressing a question from an audience member on my Instagram page. The question is, how do I get out of my mind during sex? Sometimes I'm thinking 1,000 things and it's so distracting from all the effort my partner puts in. So to the one who submitted this question, thank you for asking. Know that you are absolutely not the only one who has the same question. So here are my top 3 tips to help cut the distraction and bring you back into the moment with your partner. Number 1 is practicing presence outside of the bedroom. Remember that presence means being here now, not stuck in the past thinking about what's already happened or worrying about the future. And when you're in the present moment, you can access all the juicy pleasure and connection that this moment has available to you now, in and out of the bedroom. That said, it can be really tough to disconnect from the million thoughts that are running through your head just because it's sexy time. So there are some preliminary things, some way of life things that you can be doing outside of sex to help bring you back into the present moment in your day-to-day life, such as meditation, embodiment practices, energetic practices, breathwork, journaling. The more of a habit you create in life to be more present with what's happening in your emotions, in your physical body, in your energy, the more effortless it'll feel to be present during sex. And the more natural it'll feel to just notice when you're not feeling present without judging yourself for not being present, and then ease back into presence in the moment. Now, during sex itself, one thing you can practice to keep you more present in the moment is to release the outcome or the goal of orgasm, because that keeps the focus on a future moment where you get to come. Instead, consciously return your focus to your breath, to the sensations in your body, maybe even eye contact and synchronized breathing with your partner. Number 2, address the elephant in the room. Whether your partner is consciously aware of it or not, there is an energetic disconnect that happens when you're not present. Addressing it can feel really vulnerable and risky in the moment, but doing this not only helps kind of reset the experience so you can both enjoy sex together, it also helps deepen trust. Deepening trust in yourself for honoring your voice, for speaking up, and deepening trust between you and your partner. So sometimes simply letting your partner know that, hey, you know what, I'm struggling with being present. I feel distracted by all these different things that are coming to mind. Acknowledge that and bring your commitment back to focusing on what's happening in this present moment, making that commitment known out loud. And on that note, number 3, communication. Communication in bed not only helps make the whole experience yummer and more connected and pleasurable for both of you, it can also help keep both of you present in the moment. Now, I'm not talking about just making small talk for the sake of talking and communicating. Remember that communication doesn't always happen with words. Use moans, breaths, and sounds. And communicate verbally to let your partner know what feels good, to make explicit requests in a sexy tone, dirty talk, or to let them know when something they're doing doesn't feel good. Speaking of which, one of the biggest reasons that I hear amongst couples and women especially, one of the biggest reasons we do not speak up during sex is because we are afraid of ruining the moment. But the irony in that is that if you're just tolerating something until it's over and you're really not enjoying it, the vibe is already messed up. So instead, communicate, but maybe in a slightly different way. As much as possible, instead of simply telling them, stop, don't do that, or physically contracting and closing up when you're at your absolute threshold, look him in the eyes, take a slow deep breath, and say, could you please go a little slower and more shallow? And when he hits that spot and that rhythm just the way you like it, affirm him with words. Yes, that's it right there. And then continue communicating with your sounds. Overall, presence is a practice, and it begins way before sex. And the more present you can be with yourself, with your own body, your own sensations, your emotions, your energy, the better you'll be able to be present and connect with your partner. All right, wild ones, that's it for today. I would love to hear more of your questions. If you have something that you would love to hear me address, drop it in the comments below or submit your question through my contact form at pussypowered.me. And if you're ready to go deeper in your intimacy, passion, connection, and aliveness with your partner, check out my new course, Come Together. Link in the description below. In the meantime, here's to your awakening and your pleasure for a pussy-powered life.